Hi guys, Luckfolk here and welcome to the FIFA 19 player review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 81 rated Futmas SBC Seydou Doumbia. He's got a very nice looking card and he did cost me in the region of 20,000 coins to complete his SBC, and in the 4 games that I played him with he scored me 4 goals and got me 0 assists, and he does have a 4-star weak foot as well as 3-star skill moves. Then moving along into his in-game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 83 shot power, his 90 jumping, his 94 sprint speed, and finally his 88 penalties, and I did have the finisher style applied to Doumbia. So the 2 other Futmas players that were released were Marcus Rashford, who I won't be doing because I think he's just way too expensive and not worth doing for the card that you're getting. That's just my personal opinion. And I believe Vass as well was also released. That looks a pretty decent card, but I wanted to go with Seydou Doumbia because he brings back memories of, I believe it was FIFA 15 when he was one of like the meta kind of go-to players. I'm pretty sure it was FIFA 15, and since then he's kind of died off, you know, in the past couple of FIFAs, but he's back in La Liga, and I actually really enjoyed this card. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how big of his upgrade is. I'm not too sure how many stats he's gone up in, but I really enjoyed this card. And getting into his first pro is going to be his pace. For me, that is one thing that you notice so much with this Doumbia card. 89 acceleration and 94 sprint speed. Absolutely fantastic. I thought that was. Being able to, you know, kind of break away from defenders with ease, cause problems by running down the wing on occasions as well if I wanted to do that, which you can definitely do that. There's no problem with that. Now, a lot of people would say, and it's going to put a lot of people off the card, is 56 stamina. I want to make it clear. First of all, I went into this game without checking any of his in-game stats. I just looked at his base card and decided to do him, and I didn't, until about 5 minutes ago, I didn't even look at his in-game stats, and when I looked at it, I was shocked to see 56 stamina, because not once in the 4 games that I used him with in Foot Champions did I see stamina to be an issue for this card. Now, yes, I made sure that every game I could do with any player that I use, I go in with at least 95 fitness plus, and yeah, just wasn't a problem whatsoever. I didn't go to extra time, so obviously maybe in an extra time situation in Foot Champions, maybe his stamina would be a bit more of an issue then, but in the 90 minutes that I played him with, and I was doing quite a bit of running with this card, stamina was not a problem whatsoever. So do not let the stamina put you guys off doing this SBC. I'd still recommend going and doing it, because that stamina, believe me guys, is not much of an issue, certainly in my personal experience. So anyway, yes, pace being the first pro to this card. The second one is going to be a bit of a surprising one. It's going to be his dribbling. Now 77 agility and 77 balance doesn't look the greatest on the card, but honestly in game it feels a lot better than that. Also 81 ball control, 82 in-game dribbling is also very nice, and 86 composure is also a very nice stat to have. You'll see in like a couple of the clips actually how good his dribbling is, you know, when he's kind of running down the wing, he's cutting in, he's going in between defenders, and I actually thought it was really, really decent. And again, when I looked at his in-game stats about 5 minutes ago, I was surprised to see that his agility and balance was only at 77. I thought it would have been in the mid-80s, but there you go. Again, dribbling, another nice part to the card. And then the final pro is going to be his finishing. Now, his finishing stats aren't out of this world. I'd probably recommend putting a chem style that increases his finishing, because 81 finishing for a striker, especially if you want to be using him in Foot Champions, let's be honest, isn't good enough. So with the finisher chem style, just go to 86 finishing. His shot power goes up into the mid-90s. His long shots goes up to 90s. His attack positioning goes up to 87. I have to say, he can generate a hell of a lot of power into his shots. Now, I don't think he scored any long shots for me, but the amount of power he can generate and the amount of problems he can cause a goalkeeper from a long distance is very, very good to see. And I think it's just only a matter of time before he starts scoring some absolute bangers from really far distances. I have to say, I was actually very impressed with his shot power, and to be honest, I was actually pretty impressed with his finishing. There were a few good chances which he did miss, but for the most part, I thought his finishing was pretty consistent, and he did score in 3 of the 4 games that I played him with in Foot Champions, by the way, as well. And I think that's a very good return and shows consistency, and I have to put his finishing down as that final pro. So there's nothing more in terms of pros to the cards, and again, there's no cons to him whatsoever. Believe me guys, the balance, the agility, the stamina are not issues at all. Honestly, I definitely recommend going and doing this SBC because he's from a very good league. He'll bring back a lot of you guys' memories from previous FIFAs when he was a big meta player, when I believe he was playing for CSK Moscow, I want to say, or I might be completely wrong in that, but he's going to bring back a lot of memories for you guys, and I would recommend going and doing this SBC. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.